The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Hello and welcome into Season 3, Episode 1. I've got a coach, we're in a car, we're getting coffee. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, alongside Carson-Newman, co-defensive coordinator, safeties coach Larry Slade. Larry, always a pleasure. You get to bat leadoff this year because the talent level, the known commodities in the defensive backfield. It's practice one. You don't need to do a lot of research, I guess. Major Williams.
We're excited. First of all, I want to shout out to our staff. Coach Ingram and the coaches that he brought here. We were fortunate to keep the majority of our defensive coaches. Coach Ingram is an outstanding leader. We talk about playing with great effort, playing with great toughness, and that in itself is going to win a lot of football games around here. So we're excited about that. We're excited about the kind of offense that we're running because when they're out there, and when I always say this, the best defense is the defense that's standing on the sidelines. So so we're excited. We're excited about that, and just excited about our defensive staff. Coach Jameson is an outstanding defensive line coach, and man, those guys are constantly keeping us on the cutting edge. Caleb Goins, outstanding outside linebacker coach, just a heck of a young football coach that does a great job. Coach Allman, the linebacker coach, man, he's as good as I've been around. He's an outstanding coach, and the thing about all these guys is they're outstanding people. And then with our grad assistant Romeo, he's getting better every day. He's understanding there's a lot of responsibility, and he is going to be a heck of a young coach that's willing to work. So that's about that. Now, if you want to talk about the dudes.
You know what I love about you? And you've done to me what you always do during media day. Opening statement, and then you give everything, and I don't have to do anything. And I really appreciate that. Let's talk about the dudes, though. Major Williams, Kendall Williams, 2 preseason all-conference guys.
Those guys are phenomenal. They are great people. They are very athletically talented. They're just, I think the thing that you get from those guys, you get great leadership. And how do they lead? They lead by example. Go watch them practice. Go watch them demonstrate what toughness is and what effort is. They do a phenomenal job doing that. So this thing about them being preseason all-conference or all-Americans, I can understand that. They've made a lot of football plays around here. Jet Jones is an old veteran. Seems like he's been around for a while, but I think he has another couple of years.
Yep.
But extremely smart, very consistent, and man, just a great young man. Champ is a real good. The corner is I always want to say Champ Bailey, and it's
he plays like Champ Bailey sometimes.
But Champ is outstanding, and then Jackson Ward. Both of those 2 guys are good. So the thing you'll see a lot of 5 DBs out there. If they have 3 wide receivers out, we will have 5 DBs out there. So
is that a continuation of last year? It felt like you were starting at nickel.
Yes.
A lot.
We played a lot of nickel and we played a lot of dime. So the thing that I encourage the young guys to do is to do their very best. They may find themselves on the field, and we have some young guys that, man, we're excited about. I think the future, the secondary especially, is really good. They're loaded up. Safeties are really good group of young guys. Jaden Ford comes in from Florida State, a transfer. We're expecting some big things out of him. So,
All right. Now, in the past, as we pull up to 60 beans, you've been a pretty no-frills guy. Black coffee, hot, in the middle of a 90-degree day.
well, I'm gonna.
Are you throwing me a curveball, or
I'm gonna do a little decaf today.
Oh, you don't need it. You're locked and loaded.
Yeah,
Straight
well,
decaf. What are you doing?
decaf and
Howdy, how are you doing? You get a large ice mocha and
a decaf with 1 cream and 2 sweet and lows, or 2 sweeteners.
low-key.
Okay, baby.
I'm sorry? A decaf with 1 cream and 2 sweet and lows. Sweeteners.
Yeah,
You know, it's the opposite of your blitzes.
well,
You know? Just
sometimes you got to dial it back a little bit because, hey,
Can you repeat the second part one more time?
one hot decaf. Or a decaf with 1 cream and 2
what are you?
sweet and low Splendas.
What are y'all trying to say? He's speaking Spanish or Jamaican or something like that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, get him a decaf Americano. That's good.
That'll work.
That's good. I like that. You had to call an audible. You had to call an audible.
Yeah.
What size?
What's that?
What size?
Oh, small. I'm sorry. Small. Hot, yes. Splenda. Yeah, that would work.
2.
Yes.
This is good.
Yeah.
You gotta switch it up a little bit.
audible here and there.
Thank you.
You know, we're standing over there in that old offense. The old quarterback looks over there to the offensive coordinator, and all of my defensive guys look to me, and we just changed that call up on them. Yeah, they.
Have you ever had an Americano before?
No, this is gonna be new.
I think you'll.
It's I mean, it's an American, so I mean,
I think you'll like it.
I'm sure I will.
I think you'll like it.
Yeah.
If you're.
So you are one of those guys. You're like a connoisseur. You've done a lot of this, huh?
I mean, we've shot this now 3 years, Larry, and I can't drink the same thing every time. Thank you. It's not my favorite, but that's to my taste. I prefer, as I think should be obvious to anybody who's watched these, I like something a little sweet with these. I don't want. It's got to have a little bit of a. It's honestly more of a dessert feel to me than dessert feel. Or if I'm going to go the caffeine intake route, you know, I'm going to get something else other than coffee. But I do like the little 1-2 punch of the coffee with a little bit of sweet hit. Or, I mean, we could have gotten you a Pink Lotus drink. We really could have switched things up.
Keep it. You heard of that? Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple. They play faster when you keep it simple,
right.
man. So
That's right. It cracks me up about audibles because I think that you force a lot of people into that with how you call a game defensively and the blitzes that you show. And that level of complexity seems to ratchet up when you have guys that I at least perceive you to have in the defensive backfield who you can put out and defend one-on-one, and it feels like you've got that everywhere.
we have that, and I think the thing of understanding how to play the game. All right, so you give them, you show some stuff, and you kind of come out of it. But when you're showing it, you run it, and sometimes it may be that first game you go that all-out zero blitz, and for the rest of the year they're prepared for it. And so now you can show it and come out and do different things. But, you know, dealing with the audibles, understanding that these are their quick answers. You know, when you start showing people blitz and you start blitzing, that coordinator is not going to come into that game with 5 or 6 different things. He's going to have 3 or 4 different things, maybe 4 that he'll count on. And so we practice that. We practice showing up, and we're going to take his quick answers away. So it's a game.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys. I think the fascinating thing in watching this will be your second class, I suppose, that's come through. And we're going to pause. I want your take on your first decaf Americano.
You know what? That's not bad. Honest to goodness. That's something that I might order sometime. Let's see.
You got to remember it though.
It's about having that ability to be flexible and to grow. See? And so this right here is a new thing. It's like trying different things. We talk about it, but a lot of times we don't do it. But I'm doing it today.
Because you were forced into it. You were forced into it. I'm glad they didn't have the straight up decaf. I'm glad you had to go with the decaf Americano. I can't wait to lead with it. That's gonna be the tweet. Coach Larry Slade, his first decaf Americano. 1 cream, two Splendas.
Yep, that'll work.
Looking at it, again, this will be the second sort of class, I suppose, of a 4-year period for you. In that first class, the names that stick out were a Desmond Farrell and a Darius Williams. Darius still playing professionally after time in the CFL and the indoor leagues. How have a Major, a Kendall, a Champ, a Jet, a Jackson, their development mirrored the previous, I suppose, iteration of a high-level secondary?
Well, you know, Desmond and Darius were really talented. I think the thing that we have now is better. We're better depth. We're better people playing around those guys. We got into a situation with Desmond and Darius in the playoffs. And, you know, the first game, I guess it was, we lost one of them. All right. And then we go to freaking Lenoir Ryan, and we don't have either one of them. And my goodness, it had such a big time impact on us. I mean, it hurts. Obviously, anytime you lose All-American type guys, but I think this year, and maybe a little last year, but this year in particular, we can have, you know, we don't want anybody to get hurt, but we have some guys around those guys that are pushing them. And every day that they go out there, they've got to be better.
You're built for that next,
right?
For them to graduate instead of having to do a complete reset as you did.
That's the key. That's the thing that I feel really good about, is that, you know, you're not going out here kind of rolling the dice. You're not bringing guys in here, well, they got to play this year. You know, we have some freshmen that I think are outstanding, and I think some of them will play, but they don't have to play. And that's different, Cav, because in the past you go out there and you're trying to find guys, and every now and then you get what I call a Pearl Harbor guy. You know, you got to sign him, you get him, and he can't play. See? And so we're in a lot better situation right now.
All right. This was after practice, day 1 of camp. You got a little bit of time, not a lot of time, but a little bit of time before that game 1. What needs to happen over the next 20 some odd days to get the back end ready for
I think, again, it's getting those young guys ready. The older guys are going to do their thing, and they're going to get better, obviously. But bringing along a Makai Shaw, bringing along a Jerron Blakely, those guys, Daquan Thornton, I mean, those guys are going to be really good players. And one of them, maybe 2 of them, will play a lot this year. So it's kind of bringing those guys around. And then defensively, it's just about, you know, building some depth inside. I think perimeter-wise and secondary on the perimeter, I think we're really good. I think we got a chance to be good inside. You know, numbers-wise, that's an area we got to get better at. Yeah.
Larry, pleasure as always. I'm glad you got to try something new today.
Man, that's outstanding. I appreciate you introducing this to me. And I'm excited about it. I'll order this the next time.
Good.
All right.
It's Larry Slade, Coach, Car, Coffee, done, dusted. Season 3, Episode 1. You're on the Eagle Sports Network.